Standard white chocolate is made with just 3 ingredients: sugar, cocoa butter and milk powder. And in commercially made chocolate, they're often not using very high quality versions of these ingredients. But what I'm going to show you today is how you can make a really high quality plant-based almond milk white chocolate, and how that technique opens up a range of other flavour possibilities. This is the last of a trio of videos about home chocolate making that started with my in-depth step-by-step video about making your own bean-to-bar chocolate. From roasting and grinding the beans, right through to refining and having a finished, delicious, high-quality chocolate. Then the second video went on to show you how you can make a really delicious oat milk chocolate. And now here we're going to finish up with this plant-based almond milk white chocolate. If you haven't seen those first 2 videos, I'd recommend watching them after this because they explain a lot more about the process and equipment, and I will touch on those things here, but I go into a lot more depth in those videos. So for our plant-based white chocolate, we need to swap out the dairy milk powder that would normally be used, and given that in commercial chocolate making, this wouldn't be very high quality milk powder anyway, this is a great opportunity to use a really delicious high quality ingredient in its place. So I could have made an oat milk white chocolate, a bit like the oat milk chocolate that I made in my last video, but I decided to go with almond here, and that gives you a really nice, natural, luxurious richness and this beautiful, light, nutty flavour to the chocolate. We can't add in any watery liquids when we're making our chocolate because that would ruin it, and that's why milk powder is used instead of whole milk in a normal white chocolate. So here I'll use ground almonds for my almond milk flavour, but you could very easily use other nuts or seeds or oats if you'd prefer a different flavour. I made a black sesame white chocolate that was pretty cool, and you could experiment with adding things like fruit powders, so there's loads of scope for being creative here. So I'll quickly show you how I make this almond milk white chocolate, and then at the end of the video I'm going to show you how I make a caramelized almond milk white chocolate as well, and all the recipes and details will be down in the description. So to start off with, I need to warm the stones of the grinder that I use to make chocolate. This is a stone grinder, and this is what you'll need to get your chocolate fine enough to have that unique smooth texture of a high quality chocolate. First we'll add warmed melted cocoa butter into the stone grinder, and then we'll gradually add the ground almonds. Once the mix is smooth, we can add in the sugar, and then lastly I add a little bit of lecithin and salt. Then I'm going to let this grinder run continuously for at least 24 hours to refine this mixture down to a beautifully smooth white chocolate. So once your chocolate is finished, you can decide to temper it and set it into molds, or I might take it one step further and make a caramelized almond milk white chocolate. So to do this, I basically cook the almond milk white chocolate for a very long period of time, and I do that using a water bath. And what's happening there is you get this Maillard browning reaction that gives you these beautiful, complex caramel-like flavors. So to make this, I put my almond milk white chocolate into vacuum bags and then cook this in a water bath at 90 degrees Celsius for 36 hours. And gradually over time, you'll see the chocolate darken and develop this beautiful brown caramel color. Caramelized white chocolate is a delicious thing completely of its own, and then again, once that's finished, you could decide to temper it and set it into bars, or you could use it in a ganache, or I've done a caramelized white chocolate ice cream before, which is really, really delicious. So this will have been the shortest of my chocolate making videos, I think, but if you found it interesting, I'd really recommend going and having a look at those other chocolate making videos because they go much more into the process and they'll help you understand more about how to make chocolate and some of the interesting ways that you can work with it. I hope that maybe some of the other videos on my channel might capture your imagination too. So until the next one, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you soon.